Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm in Great Connell Church Yard, and it just says at the top there 1736. So this place here looks like, now there is a sign no entry, dangerous building, but we will go in and have a look inside and we'll be very careful. Now as you can see from looking over the gate here, it's extremely overgrown, so hopefully we'll try and find as much headstones as we can and inscriptions in here. So it's not far from Naas in Kildare. So this is Newbridge area here, and it's not far from Naas. So we'll go inside and we'll have a look. So there's actually an old, you could just see there, ruin of an old church as well. So I'll show you what we're going through. We're going through all this here, and we'll take you down this way first. See what's down around here. There's headstones around all this area. The name on that there, Patrick, died in 1898, age 43. That's come away from it. Yeah, so there's a huge obelisk style one here. And see, can I get the inscription? In fond memory of Frances Louisa, the dearly beloved wife. There's a hole in the middle of it there. George C. Wright of Newbridge died the 27th of July 1878, and their children Arthur Colesbury, I think that is, died the 25th of March 1874, aged 3 years and 7 months. And below that we have a Jane Frances and Francis Wibrow, who died young. So 3 years, 7 months.
How did that hole happen?
And I don't know how that hole got there.
It's a gunshot or something. We're surrounded by woods,
Like it's in the middle of nowhere here, so I'm just, and nobody, it looks like, comes in here to do any you know, maintain the place, cut the grass, or it's a forgotten graveyard.
It's all up there.
Yeah, there's headstones over by the tree there. A huge wrought iron one here. Look at this.
Wow. That is amazing. That looks like a sinking actually. So
Yeah, it is. So you can just see here, the wrought iron has just bent over there.
How does that happen?
Now, who, like, a human wouldn't be able to even bend that. So I don't know how that bent like that. Look at that. You have all those dock leaves there.
Yeah, but see, it's sinking on the sides. You couldn't.
It's a lovely headstone. Look at it, it's huge.
I wonder if I tried to torch on it from the side, would you be able to read it?
Yeah, I'll try and read the inscription because it is interesting.
I've never seen one like this.
It's like there's a cross in the middle and you have those holes in it. So,
No way.
it's hard to see.
No. Looks like John, alright. John something, but.
Born August 1810 and died in 1871. I think it's
John is the first name, John something.
Poeyr. Powell is the name on that. So it's
See, the first name is strange stuff. I thought it was John, but it's.
no, it's a P.
Oh, born.
Poey.
Oh, I see it now.
Poeyre. Yeah. Esquire. Age 61. So that's who that is there. And if I have any more information, I'll put the person's name over the video and the dates and stuff. So yeah, very interesting. So I can't go in here, guys. It's just completely overgrown in there. We have another grave there across. There's just another grave in underneath that tree there.
There's rails down there. There's loads of them.
So surrounded by all these dock leaves, I call them here, there's more wrought iron ones. All old branches covering them. Look at that, completely overgrown. Can't even see the headstone. So I'm going through all these to have a look, a closer look. There's another one down here. I hope I don't fall into a crypt or something. Look at this one here, guys. Wow. Look at this. Completely just forgotten down here in this corner. But look at the ironwork on that. And you can see the side there, like the other one is kind of, that's bent as well. You have the old cross there. Inside, there's the old cross and it's fallen apart. No names on that, unfortunately.
Can you get down any further, no?
No, there's a wall there. So I think that's where the graveyard ends there. That wall. Right, guys, so in amongst all the overgrowth, we have one here, and I just have to be careful to read this. Right, this says, erected in affectionate remembrance by the sorrowing widow of Dr. Thomas Getton, Karen of Newbridge, who departed this life 8th December 1888, aged 74. So a doctor's grave hidden away in here, look at that, from the 1800s. So I'm going to make my way over where this path is here, and hopefully it leads us into more adventurous areas here and see what we can find. Now there's the old church, so we might be able to have a look inside there as well and see what condition that's in. It's extremely overgrown. Another wrought iron one here, look at that. A huge grave.
Wow.
And a tree just inside it there, inside the rails. I'll try and read this one. Pray for the repose of the soul of John McArdle, who erected this monument and who died. He erected this monument and died, it says. I'll just have to read that again. So this one here says, pray for the soul, repose of the soul of John McArdle, who erected this monument and who died the 15th of April 1930. Also his parents, James and Mary McArdle, and brothers, James, Reverend, and there's another name, Patrick, I think, under there. So that's interesting. John McArdle.
He erected
this monument. So.
And who died.
And he's buried here. So he erected this, his own headstone.
Yeah, it says pray for. It didn't say like erected by him. It's pray for the repose
of the
soul of John McArdle, who erected this monument and who died
in 1930.
So he erected his own headstone.
He picked his headstone out, I suppose, and put an
probably had it here, bought the plot, and then died.
And erected it.
Wow.
So interesting finds. Look at the size of this one here.
Wow.
There is a stone in here, kind of a plaque. It's a huge area inside, so let's go in and have a look. This one says here, the body of George. I'll just see, can I read this? George Batemal, I think, in the county of Kildare, the 28th of December. And the date is missing, you can see an 8 there. So that could be either 17 or 1800s, who knows. Age 34. It could be his wife there as well, died in 1823 it looks like. So there's the window, the old church ruin. So we'll have a look there and the gate going out. Now there is another headstone just here. So this could be connected here to sacred to the memory of George Raskoff. Raskopf, Raskopf, who died the 4th of September 1887, aged 68, erected by his youngest son, Henry. Wow, look at that. It says on this one here, erected by his youngest son, Henry, U.S. America,
Wow.
1888. Also of his wife, Charlotte, and she died in 1907, aged 85 years old. So there we have the US, look at that. And it's the old kind of writing, isn't it? They don't say USA, they say US, America on it. And there's the other, that's the grave I was reading just in there. And the big wrought iron railing that goes around. Now this is inside the ruin of the church. Look at the roof on that church. Completely caved in. So we won't be going inside there, but we can get a good view from here. Now the adventure continues in here. It's like the Amazon jungle in here, guys. That's the doorway, I think, into the old
There's
church.
something there, so be careful when you stand up.
That's the doorway into the old church. Look at that. You can see the old door right in front. We'll go into the entryway here. We won't go inside any further. There's actually a plaque or something there, a stone plaque. Look at that. Just there as you go in. Yeah, look at this, guys. Wow.
Oh, look at the front door. The black door. Is that a black door or is it a window right in front of you?
Oh, that's their windows were blocked up. Look at that. You can see it. I don't see any plaques on the wall. But it's the roof is caved in. Wow. You just don't see these things. You know, I've come across a lot of old churches, but the roof has gone off it. But you can see all the old timber work on that. And it's all down on the ground, so we'll get back out again, guys, and see what we can find.
Okay.
So we're back out of the old church area there, and just an example there of how tall the overgrowth is in the church, the grounds area. So just inside here, Sue spotted the old tree that's inside this final resting place here. And you have these little ornaments people have left here. Look at that.
It's like a solar light.
It looks like something from Christmas, like that kind of themed look. You have a little angel here, a solar light, maybe bulb.
Solar candlelight. Wow.
So people have left that.
Unless it's a fairy tree.
Oh, if it's a fairy tree, it's a bit late now for me.
Right, I think we need to go, like there's lots.
So I just came down to this area here and found this little one hidden away. Sacred to the memory of, wow, I've never seen a name like that before. Arbuthnot.
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 Oh, Arbuthnot, yeah.
Arbuthnot Ronald. Mr. Tagger, Tagger, second son of W.B. MacTaggart, that's like a Scottish name.
Yeah.
Lieutenant, 14th Hussars, and Amy, his wife, died the 28th of August, 1878, aged 7 weeks. That can't be right. I just have to read that again. Sacred to the memory of Arbuthnot Ronald MacTaggart. MacTaggart, is it? Or Taggart? MacTaggart. Second son of W.B. MacTaggart. Lieutenant of the 14 Hussars, and Amy, his wife. Oh, yeah. So that's his son. But he says Amy, his wife, died the 28th of August, 1878. Aged 7 weeks.
Or was the second son? Well, then he wouldn't have been in the army.
But it says here he's Ronald MacTaggart's second son. So that's Ronald. He's the second son of Arbuthnot Ronald.
And Amy.
And then you have Amy, his wife, died the 28th of August. See, that's what I don't get. It says Amy, his wife, aged 7 weeks.
That's strange.
Very, very strange. I've never come across that before. Can anybody make sense of this, please? Comment in the section underneath the video. Look at that. Unusual name we have, first of all. And then we have this very, very strange inscription. 7 weeks. Wow. Just over behind the old tree there. This place is extremely overgrown, guys. Look at that. Very bad. There's another headstone there. Another one down here in the ground. I'll try and read the inscription on this. Sacred to the memory of Mary. I'll pull that there. Mary Poet, Poett, who died at the Curragh camp. Now, I've done a video before of the military cemetery in the Curragh in County Kildare, and there's a camp there, and a lot of soldiers died there from World War I. So it says she died there on the 26th of January, 1862, age 50, and her husband, Major Matthew Poet, staff veterinary, who died at the Curragh camp 20th of August, and I'm sure there's a date underneath that there, 1863, age 51. So he was a staff veterinary surgeon at the camp during World War. Well, that was the 1800s. So he died 3 years afterwards. Interesting find. I'm glad I read that one. Another old one covered in ivy here. Henry McGill. Says something there about guards on it. Dragoon Guards, 1851. Now, I think from reading a little bit online about this place, there's supposed to be presidents and Catholics buried here in this graveyard. There's that old obelisk with the hole in the middle of it, the church ruin. This cross here, when I was coming in, James is the name on this. James Connolly, maybe. 1914. Thomas Harker Stevenson, 17th Lancers, died the 21st of October 1850, aged only 21 years old. Erected by the officers. Wow. So they erected that for that young man who died in battle. There's that lovely entrance as you come in. Look at that. Just there. And you have all that overgrowth. So just another walkway down along here. I came across this old cross and it's broken. Look at that, sadly. And I don't know which grave it's actually belonging to. But it says Marcella McGann died the 3rd of November 1918, aged 44, and her husband John died in 1946. And just here it says also their children Kathleen and Mary, aged 10 and 11 years, and twins who died in infancy. That's so sad to see a cross there like that, and I don't know. And if I knew which grave it was belonging to, I would put it back there. But I'm going to pick it up anyway, guys, and just going to leave it up against the tree here. It's better standing up than lying flat, I suppose. So rest in peace to those people who are sadly, forgotten, I suppose, in here. And we see another grave that's broken here. And all that overgrowth. So that's standing up again, so that's at least something. Right, guys, so after a very, very difficult explore in around this old churchyard here and graveyard, I'll wrap up the video here. We just got to see what we could. Unfortunately, it's very overgrown. If you like this video and this kind of stuff, give the video a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Lets you know when I upload another video. So from me here in County Kildare, take care, see you on the next one.